Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and this is the part 3 of the Pac-Man game that I designed in Gamemaker 8 Pro. And I made some changes with the sprite. I think this one's much better than the one I made before. Like Blinky, it looks like this. If you go to the second video, you'll see the difference. I made the eyes much more bigger and the movement sprite are different. Also with the Pac-Man, made some changes too. Okay, and what else did I did? Also, I updated the background layer. Now the background looks like this. So you got like the full screen instead of just the maze. And I added some interact with the joystick animation and some buttons for just to turn on off the sound. Make changes to that. Scripts, I added an AI script for the ghost eyes. Once Pac-Man eat the ghost and they turn to eyes, and this is just a pathway to for them to find out where they need to go from the maze down to the ghost house. So I made these. So basically I made a spreadsheet that explains, let's see here. I made it in Excel. So what I did was I just try to find out this point, which is the first point on the maze. So just counted one. This is each square is 32 by 32, so 32, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So up to here, so the X is like 9 times 32, and on the Y-axis is 1, 2, 3 squares, so 3 times 32, so 96. So I did this in Excel, which is the same map, so 288, and then that's the X-axis, and for the Y is 96. So I just added 32 all the way, so I know which one are the points. The yellow ones are basically the turnover points. So if they're located somewhere here and then they finally cross the turnover point, then basically they move to the other direction. So that's what I did with the ghost script. I mean, not the ghost script, the AI. So like for example, on when Y is 96, which is talking about this one right here, the very top one. So if the points are, if the X's are 288, 416, 576, 640, 800, and 928, then you move vertically down. So that's basically what I said here. Then else, if the x is less than 608, which is anything less than here would move this way to the right. So that's what I explained here. HP it's 4. Else, which is the opposite of if it's which is greater than 608, so greater than equal, then you move to the left, and that's the case for y is 96 and so on. So in between in between the junction, like from y equals 90 greater than 96 and y less than 160, which is the next one, the next else statement here, else if it's just basically moving downward. So that's what there's no other criteria, so except moving down. So when they get to this point again, y equals 160, that's where you need to calculate which direction and so on. So it's just the else this what you can do is just copy first one and the second one and just modify and just keep doing that when till you get down to else if y is 672, which is the last row, which is down here. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, moving on. What else did I update it? Oh, I just animated this gate, or added the gate for the door house. Instead of just plain white on the Pac-Man, I added this interactive red door. So when they're crossing it, it disappears, it turns to black, gate open, which is gate open, and when it's closed you see the red gate, or some kind of look like a laser gate. And what I did there is since I know that the gate is somewhere here, so anything I made a if statement. If they're inside this ghost house, which is in either coordinates 544 and 32 352 or 672 and 352, then you open the gate if is scared is false, meaning that if Pac-Man did eat the power pellet. Otherwise they stay in the ghost house. And at the same time, if it's false, and if they're outside, if they're trying to get in, which they can't because I had made a case if statement, it should be closed, which I'll show you in a minute here. Object, like for example here in Pac-Man, if x equals 576 and y equals 224, these 4 points on this statement, if statement, is the same as if Pac-Man is located here or here. If it crosses these points here or here, So before he gets to the gate, it should automatically close. That's what I put there. So as see here, you change the door open to door close. And for the ghosts, everything is on the step event, and so which is the same thing here. And then change the instance to close. If they're located on the inside, which is the one I talked to you about, it's 544 and 352, or 672 and 352, which is both of these. If any of the ghosts hit this point or this point, it triggers the door to open. That's basically what it means there. But I had a condition on the inside of this if statement. If global is scared is equal to true, it means if Pac-Man is on the 8th power pellet, then they stay in the inside of the ghost house. Otherwise, then they go outside. Excuse me. And also, I made a if statement. Sometimes when they're in between the transition of moving in or moving out, if they're in between here, and sometimes the door gets stuck, so I made this if statement. If they're located in between Y 288 and 352, which is, so if they're like within moving range from greater than 288 and less than 352, then it should remain open, so they won't get stuck. So okay, and then from the last video, I didn't have the eyes, like I said, so I made objects for the eyes for each one of them. So basically they have blinking, which is normal, and then blinking when it's scared, and then blinking when he's on the eyes object. So all of these, so I got 5, and that's pretty much it. And then these 2 buttons is just to if you don't want the Pac-Man sound, or you can turn it off. On, the red one is off, green one is on. So, which I noted in the comments down here. Disable the Pac-Man Fever song. So, okay, without further ado, I'll play the game, and I think that's the end of my video after I die, I guess. And I'll see you on the next video. Enjoy. Okay, I guess I'm dead. Forgot to mention that I'm uploading the this game. Uh, so you should be able to see a link on the video, and including both the game and the game profile. So if you want to tweak it or do whatever with it. If you find any bugs, just let me know. Just write in the comments, or if you have any other suggestions you want me to create, just message me, okay? Alright, peace, bye.